We have some breaking news to share with you all today. The CEO of Harley Davidson has stepped down. He's retiring. I just don't know who the hell is gonna go and fill in those shoes now. We have a lot to unpack. So first of all, let's talk about Jochen Zeitz and how he came to become the CEO of one of America's most beloved brands. Jochen Zeitz is from Germany, and he's well known for being the CEO of Puma and taking Puma from being a company that was down here at one point to all the way up here. He helped that company out significantly, making them very, very, very profitable. He's worked on a ton of other projects and with a few other companies, but that's what he's mainly known for. Now, in 2020, he became the CEO of Harley Davidson. He was on the board for some time, I believe from 2007 and up. He has been the CEO of the company for the past 5 years. Now, upon taking his role as CEO of the company, he had a lot of ideas and a few agendas of where he wanted the company to go, making it a very desirable company. As CEO of Harley Davidson, he aimed to transform the company by focusing on core motorcycle products, touring bikes, large cruisers, and trikes, and also implementing a turnaround plan while also exploring electric motorcycle technology with the LiveWire, but the LiveWire hasn't really worked out much. The LiveWire was actually spun out to be its own thing, its own identity, away from Harley Davidson after this. Now, his turnaround plan was to mainly focus on the big touring bikes, offering limited edition bikes, more expensive bikes, more special bikes. He also launched the Hardwire strategy, which was to aim more to the younger demographic. I think that one of the company's biggest challenges at the moment is targeting and connecting with the younger audience out there, which is a really hard thing to do in this day and age because the younger audience is just focused on other things. They're really not into buying motorcycles and cars the way people used to back in the day. Maybe it's because they're on TikTok and YouTube and not wanting to work. I don't know, that's just me. So that's just a little of where he kind of came from, the idea he had with the company, and here we are right now, 5 years later. Now, in these 5 years, there has been a small crowd out there that hasn't been too happy having him as the CEO of an American company, being that he's from a German descent. There's a lot of people that it just didn't sit well with them. I don't know why. I think he's a very nice person. I actually have sat down and had dinner with him right across my table at a Harley Davidson event. And he's a very nice person, down to earth. We spoke a lot about stuff that didn't even have to do with motorcycles. I thought the guy was a great person. Now, there's a reason why he was put in that position, is because of the great success he's had turning around companies in the back. And at that moment when he came into position, the main objective, I know, it was to just, maybe take the company from where it was with sales. And the whole idea was for him just to turn around the company and not be in the negative. Now, unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, or has been going on for the past few years. I mean, COVID happened, and then elections, and everything's more expensive, and inflation, and new presidents, and it has been a crazy few years, right? And the market, not only for Harley Davidson, the market in the retail space, the market in the car space, and motorcycle space, the market even in the food industry has just gone crazy. So a lot of people, the consumer, has been focusing on different things, and I don't think some people are spending money the way they used to. Some still are, depending on what your financial situation is. tough out there right now for some people. So are people not choosing maybe to buy motorcycles and cars and toys at the moment because of the current situations of the economy? That has a lot to do with it. We also need to unpack this. Holding that position, holding a CEO spot, is probably one of the hardest things anyone can do, right? My 9 to 5, I'm a general manager at a retail location, and it is an extremely stressful job because at the end of the day, everything falls on you. Whether your team is successful or not, it falls on you. If you're negative or positive, it falls on you. Everything just comes down to you. So I can just imagine what it would be like to even try to run a company as big as Harley is and make a turnaround in today's market. It must be insanely stressful to hold that job. Pretty much everything is against you at the moment while you're trying to make a company profitable. It's really, really hard. It's been a hard market for the past few years. Now, were his intentions good? Let me know down below real quick. What do you guys think? Do you think his approach to the company was the right one? Do you feel it was needed? Or do you think the company should have just went a different direction? I read through a lot of the comments that you guys drop down below, and I interact with you guys. And a lot of these sit-down videos that we do when we're talking back and forth and we're talking about all these ideas, there is a lot of feedback from that. So this is what I kind of want to get from you guys today. Do you think he had the proper approach? Do you think not? Do you think the market and the economy had a lot to do with it? Or maybe do you think his approach was just the wrong one? Do you think maybe the approach should have been to focus on cheaper, smaller bikes and not the more expensive bikes? I don't know who is gonna come in and try to fill in these shoes, but it's a really tough job, a really hard job. I'm pretty sure, everyone wants it to be someone who's kind of known in the industry when it comes to motorcycles, or it could just be another CEO from a different company who may have some good ideas and a good strategy on how to, take the company maybe from where it's at right now to maybe a different point, right? Drop your thoughts in your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys happy about this? Are you not? Do you not care? And lastly, what do you think Harley Davidson should be focusing on now? What type of bikes do you want to see? And what is the demographic that they should be targeting at the moment? I just finished talking about all this stuff and I'm still like trying to wrap my head around all this. It's a lot. Anyways, drop your thoughts in your comments down below. I'll see you in the comment section. Like always, ride safe and enjoy the ride, baby. Peace.